Good afternoon. My name is Renee Hayback. I'm the director of the Law Project of the Chicago Coalition for the Homeless. And it's wonderful as a feminist and a lawyer to be here among you today. It is my good fortune to introduce my dear friend and mentor, the remarkable Diane Redleaf. Diane Redleaf well deserves the award you confer on her today. She has very significantly contributed to the advancement of women in our profession and reflected the highest level of achievement, ethics, and excellence. Will you join me in honoring Diane Redleaf?
Never like to follow Renee. Thank you, my dear friend, for being the most eloquent and passionate person. And if I deserve this award, it's partly due to the brilliant decision I made in 1987 to hire you. We did some of our best work together, and those were wonderful times, and you brought me back to some of that when you introduced me. I wanted to thank the Alliance, to Rachel and Esther especially, for honoring me. And I'm overwhelmed to be in the company of such stellar leaders as Judge Lethko, Pam Strobel, Wendy Pollack, and Julie Bauer. Julie was the person who nominated me. Thank you for your leadership and for the wonderful work that you've done on our behalf. I don't think I can put in words the gratitude I feel to all of you who've helped me throughout my career. And I'm going to try to say something that sums up the meaning of this award, but I'm comforted by Julie Bauer's counsel to me when I asked her what to say, which was, well, everyone will forget it in about a year from now, so don't worry about it. Which isn't quite true, because I do remember your comments a couple of years ago, but I'm going to take that as solace. And one of the things I've learned over the last 35 years is to surround myself with excellent people who make me look good. And I'm lucky to have found so many of those people, including the outstanding staff of the Family Defense Center, the best staff attorney in the city of Chicago, Melissa Stoss. Angela and our rising star policy attorney, our best operations manager in the city of Chicago, Diane Hansen. And our wonderful board of directors, such outstanding leaders as Helene Snyder, Michael O'Connor, who I go way back to LAF with, and along with Renee, Stacy, Anita, Amy, all of you, so many of you here. It's been very important to have a community to work with. This award is especially meaningful because of the focus it has on mentoring of others. And of course, mentoring is like parenting. And you know I'm the proudest mother in the world, so don't get me started. My son is sitting here and he said, please Mom, don't get started. So the people that I've mentored are sort of like, I feel the same way towards them as I do to my own kids. And I'm very proud of all they've done, teaching students, leading boards, practicing law. But I have to say that I am most proud of mentoring an organization and helping to mentor a field in the practice of law, family rights in the child protection system. In 2005, I decided to establish the Family Defense Center, and quite a few people told me I shouldn't do it because it wouldn't succeed and it would just stress me out. Frankly, the image of parents in the child welfare system is pretty lousy, and the available funding to help them to navigate the legal system is still extremely limited. And even I, headstrong though I am, was worried that this was an impossible pipe dream. I should acknowledge that without the best mentors in the world, my own extremely supportive parents, I wouldn't have started the Family Defense Center. But with their help and with the encouragement and support of my husband, Anatoly, I forged ahead. And I decided there was still much more that needed to be done to make the child welfare system better and fairer. I thought then, and I still believe, that a separate organization was needed, because without its own organization, that mission of advocacy for justice for families in the child welfare system is easily marginalized, just as the parents we represent are marginalized. I've worked to make it a respected endeavor in a better understood area of law. The parents I've helped to represent are those whose rights to be parents to their own children has been challenged by, quote, the coercive intervention of the awesome power of the state, as an early Second Circuit case, Duquesne versus Sugarman put it. I'm proud to be able to create an organization that gives voice to the least powerful and most stigmatized people in our society. For who is more stigmatized than a mother who has lost custody of her children because of a false allegation of abuse or neglect? And who is more helpless than a person who has no access to legal help to fight injustice that strikes at the heart of their family? Awards like this matter. I'm happy that after swimming upstream and after being told this couldn't be done, that the tide is starting to turn. It hasn't always been respectable to be a family defender. It hasn't necessarily been popular to say that parents' rights matter to children's rights. It hasn't been popular necessarily to say that services to help families should be expanded in the face of a constant demand to expand child abuse reporting, investigations, and child abuse registers at the cost of prevention and services to families in need. And it has not been easy work, not easy at all, to get these unpopular positions to be adopted by courts and legislatures, but we are succeeding beyond my dreams in doing that. I'm proud we've created an organization that stands up and fights for the most shunned and stigmatized and most treated people, the unjustly accused parents who we hope to exonerate. It's been truly humbling and a privilege to represent so many wonderful parents who have turned to me and to our center for help. And I think it's important to continue to work to change the narrative about families in the child welfare system. I just saw Ms. Magazine today has an article about this, and that's exciting. I think there's more and more attention to the plight of the families in the child welfare system. I'm proud that our pro bono legal services program is helping to do exactly that by winning appellate and federal court victories and helping each and every client to have a fair shot at justice. I'm proud that our message has provided hope to so many people and that our agency has been a refuge and a national model. I'm proud that our advocacy network is getting stronger every year. This award is a validation of that the work we do as family defenders is critical, that it's every bit as challenging emotionally and intellectually and spiritually and as essential to our democracy and our future as a society as other civil liberties, civil rights, poverty law, and public interest areas. Receiving this award lets me tell you that the families in the child welfare system are not the media stereotype. They are all of our families in their strength and in their diversity, and they need help from all of us. All of us need to continue to be vigilant to ensure that the child welfare system treats our children and our families with dignity and respect in accordance with the law. We still have a long way to go to ensure that the child welfare system is fair. So on behalf of the families whose rights we work to enforce, and on behalf of the field of family defense in the child welfare system as a career and as a calling, and on behalf of protecting children by defending families, on behalf of women's rights, including mothers' reproductive right, that includes not just the right to bear their children, but to raise them, I'm proud to accept this award.